Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories, part 154, RV Park Glitch. This just happened to me on the 21st. I went to do my nephew's clothes in a little laundry area at the RV park that we stayed at. We had already done our laundry during the day while we were swimming at the pool. I didn't think of asking my nephew for his clothes until later that evening, so I waited until my son was asleep in the camper with the hubby and gathered up his clothes along with the clothes that we had worn that day and the towels that we were going to be needing the next day. I got to the laundry area, put the clothes in the washing machine, and took the bag. I brought the clothes in onto the little couch that they had there. I plugged in my phone cable and started to charge my phone while watching TikToks. I was there from 9:45 p.m. to midnight. I put the clothes in the dryer, close to 11 or a little after. It wasn't a big load. The next time I looked at the time, it was a couple of minutes to midnight. So I went to check on the clothes and they had 15 minutes left. I wasn't wanting to stay anymore. I was getting tired. So I opened the dryer, go and grab the bag I had brought them in and started stuffing them in the bag. By the time I got the clothes in the bag and walked back to the RV, it was 12:05. This is where the glitch happens. I open the door to my RV and get inside the RV, and I start to feel really heavy and a little dizzy. It felt like I was standing there forever, unable to move with my head down. When the weight was finally left, I was able to move. I lifted my head and kind of just shook off the feeling of confusion. I went to put the bag of clothes down and hang up the keys when I realized that I didn't have the bag on my shoulder anymore. What? Confused, I looked around to see if I had dropped it next to me or outside the door of the RV. It was nowhere to be found. I look at my phone and the time was showing 11:30 p.m. At this point, I was wanting to flip out and wake up my hubby, but I pulled myself together and I walked back to the laundry area to find the bag on the couch where I had put it previously, and my clothes still going in the dryer. I was freaking the flip out. I don't blame you. I pulled open the dryer and the clothes were still wet as if I had just put them in. I somehow sat myself on the couch next to the bag and sat there for a hot minute just trying to figure out what happened. Trying to forget about it just for a little while, I watched TikTok again and you popped up on the third video, so I knew I had to share this as soon as I was able to. I repeated the steps I did before. At midnight, I got the clothes out of the dryer and walked back to the RV, looked at the phone, and it was 12:05. Praying I wasn't going to have another repeat, I opened the door and walked in and everything was fine. I was able to finally fall asleep, I believe around 3:30 a.m. or 4 a.m. Can somebody please tell me what in the world just happened? I'm still so confused and probably going to be for the rest of my life. That's so weird. I don't understand what happened. What's weird is that they didn't go back in time with the laundry. Do you know what I'm saying? Like normally people have something where like something happens, right? And then for some reason it starts over and it happens again, but they remember it happening the first time. In this case, they remembered happening the first time, but they did it and then they were frozen. And then when they were not frozen anymore, which I don't know what that was, then they realized the bag wasn't there and they had to physically go back to the laundry place and then they found everything there. So like in this case, it was as if they somehow like teleported from the laundry place back to the RV. I don't know. What do you guys think?